Hello, I'm Mark Bohannon with Heart of Ukraine Ministries in the country of Ukraine. I thought I'd give you an idea of what it's like to go into the big city for groceries. Today I left at 8 o'clock. I figured, that's a good time in the morning. I'm a morning guy, so I like getting up early and getting moving in the morning, and I can always come back and rest later, but I like getting out there and getting started. So I get out there, and the checkpoints, when they first started, they were kind of sparse. And they had the barricades a little too close, so vehicles had a hard time getting through. Our vehicle is a little longer, and it was tight, but I can get through. But big trucks, I know they had a problem, so they all had to be adjusted a little wider. Well, today at the checkpoints, everything is spread out even more. And most of them are not checking anymore. They're not looking at you. They're not stopping you. They're not checking to see ID. They're just they're interested in bigger vehicles with darkened windows. So they want to look through. But for us, we have been through so many times, and we have some identification signs on the front windshield. So they're used to seeing us now. So they just wave us on through. The lines that of all the vehicles backed up are almost non-existent now. Everybody's pretty much moving through. In some places, they still have it narrowed down to one lane for both directions, and then they're stopping and switching out. In other areas, it's two directions, two ways. One lane, two ways. There you go. And most of those are just flowing pretty good. As long as you slow down and move through, everything's fine. So things are kind of loosening up here. But let me tell you about the gas. The gas lines are a mile long. And I think the country is trying to kind of ration out the fuel. Maybe they might be almost empty. I have no idea. But the gasoline is only being sold in one or two different stations, and I believe it's a specific vendor that is selling gasoline, and they're also selling diesel fuel. But many of the other gas stations are only selling diesel fuel, and don't you know, it's their higher priced fuel. And another thing would be they're limiting you to, 20 liters of fuel per vehicle. So, that's like 12 gallons, I think, per vehicle. Ours takes 100 liters or 90, somewhere in there. It's a huge tank. So 20 liters is like maybe 2 trips to the big city. So every time I'm in there, I have to stop at a gas station. I'm always looking for a line that's short. And in the morning, the lines are a little short. If you go to a specific station that only sells diesel fuel and only sells the higher priced fuel, it's a breeze. You drive in, you pull up to the pump, you pay, you're out the door with your 20 liters. But at other stations, the lines are still fairly long. But it all depends on how much fuel they're rationing out, and how much propane. The propane lines are long. The tanks that are in the cars here using propane are maximum 30 liters. For our little car that we used to have, it was 3 trips to and from the big city, and then we'd have to fill up. That stuff goes really fast. So that's the situation here in Ukraine.